What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Oh my god. Here we are now. Well, here we are again, sorry. So, a few days ago, I did a video on this clown having ass dude here, Mr. Chris Eubank Jr., who was begging it with Jake Paul. He made a message saying, "Oh, Jake Paul, after I fight Conor Benn, bro, fight me, bro. I'll be a real boxer for you, bro," and just begging it hard. Eubank was begging it. Yeah? I can't lie to you, man. I told you. Eubank, he ain't serious. He go from one weird-ass fight to another. And that's what this would be. His plan was to go from Conor Benn versus Eubank to Jake Paul. Clown show after clown show. Meanwhile, his real division champion, Demetrius Poo-Poo Andrade, all over him. Madness. But it really does sum up the times we live in today. Yeah, you've got real world champions calling out bum slayers like Chris Eubank, whilst he calls out social media stars who are either 2 weights below, facts, or 2 weights above, literally, or 3 weights above. Jake Paul's a light heavyweight. Chris Eubank's a 160. So wait there, he's calling out Jake Paul at 175. And he's calling out Conor Benn at 147. And he's ignoring the man, the world champion in his own weight division, Demetrius Poo-Poo Andrade. Anyway, that was last week. And let me remind you, last week I said Chris Eubank was begging it. Little did we know, a week later, he would genuinely start begging it some more. This cat knows no shame. So here we go then. For you man who don't know, obviously, Timmy Fumbles pulled out of the Jake Paul fight 2 times in a row because he's scary of Jake Paul. Also, for you man who don't know, Hasim Rahman versus Jake Paul was supposed to happen next week. Unfortunately, Hasim Rahman, much like Timmy Fumbles, his ass has also fell out. And that's where Chris Eubank thought he could jump on the clout bandwagon and try and engineer himself into the Jake Paul fight. Here we go then. So Jake Paul made a message lambasting Timmy Fumbles and Hasim Rahman. He said, first Timmy fumbled and now Hasim Rahman crumbled. These boxers are the most difficult people to work with and continually lack professionalism and confidence to fight me. I apologise to all of the other fighters on the card, our partners, our team and the fans. I apologise to all of the other fighters on the card. So at which point, Chris Eubank thinks, what's that? Wait a minute. What's that? Jake Paul? Jake Paul's opponent's pulled out. Boom. This means I can jump all over it and try and beg friend my way onto the card. Here we go. Fumbles and crumbles. And I mean, the fact he's even using the same words that Jake Paul referenced. It's almost like, oh look, yeah Jake, I'm co-signing you, yeah. He is fumbles and he is crumbles. Please put me on. Do you know what I'm saying? Using the same words, like yeah, you're right, Jake Paul. Timmy is fumbles and Hasim Rahman is crumbles and we can be friends and yeah, I agree with you. Weird having ass dude. Fumbles and crumbles are not boxers, says the man, ignoring the world champion in his own weight division and chasing dudes 2 or 3 weight divisions above and below him. Clown. They are guys who put gloves on every now and then, again for clout. Not being funny, when was the last time Eubank fought anyone of relevance? What, Liam Chinniams? Get out of it, get serious man. Liam Chinniams, no good. No different to you. Oh, he's trying to throw some shade. Wait a minute. Fumbles and crumbles are not boxers. They are guys who put on gloves every now and again for clout. No different to you. Okay then. I'm fighting in a couple of months, but I can squeeze you into my schedule next week and save your show if you have the heart to get in the ring with a real boxer. Oh, wait a minute. These guys fight for clout and that's no different to you. Wait a minute. Chris Eubank, why do you want to fight a guy who is a clown and a clout chaser, who only does boxing for clout? No different to you, isn't it? So why are you trying to fight that guy then? In fact, you're not even trying to fight him. You're trying to beg friend your way to fight him as well. It's one thing if Jake Paul was calling out Eubank. Jake Paul don't even know you exist. About no different to you. Listen, Chris, you're the one in his DMs trying to beg it. How odd. So wait there, Jake Paul's the clout chaser, and you're the one chasing him. Imagine the irony there. Oh, Jake Paul, you're a big clout chaser, but can I fight you? It's wild, isn't it? Oh, Jake Paul, you're a big, massive, raging clout chaser that doesn't really box properly. Can we fight? Wow, it's bad, honestly. The times we live in must be the end times. Must be. People got no shame. Seriously, no shame. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's one thing, Chris Eubank calling out Jake Paul. It's another thing, him trying to take some sort of moral high ground. Oh yeah, Jake Paul, you're not a real boxer. You're not a real boxer, but you must be real enough of a boxer for me to fight you. What weird ass dudes, man, honestly. Super weird. Now, that's where, obviously, that point ended, at which point Conor Benn saw it and jumped all over it and said, "Why are you worrying about fighting Jake? As far as I'm aware, you've lost your pen again. Oh no." Oh no. Oh no, he's exposed him. So Conor Benn's a legend. Your man. Chris Eubank Jr. is spending way too much time making multiple tweets and trying to drum up a fight between him and Jake Paul. Meanwhile, the other clown show that's supposed to be in the middle of contract negotiations for Conor Benn and Chris Eubank, his pen gone missing. Let's not forget, people, Chris Eubank is renowned for losing his pen. Yeah, Eubank versus Billy Joe Sausages. He lost his pen, the rematch. Eubank versus Triple G Spot. He lost his pen. And now, Chris Eubank versus Conor Benn. He lost his pen. Now, he did respond to this allegation, and he said, "Nothing about him worries me. Trust me. And my pen is ready as soon as the contract on my side is correct, which at the moment in time, it is not." Well, guess what, Chris Eubank? That is what normally happens when someone loses their pen. Obviously, people are... Listen, if people were fully happy with a contract, it would get signed, wouldn't it? So there's always going to be issues, but I'm sorry, in where I live, in the world I live, yeah, in this day and age, when someone doesn't sign, it's because they've lost their pen. I'm not trying to hear about any, oh, well, this was wrong, that was wrong. Listen, nothing's wrong with it. If Conor Benn's prepared to do it and you're not, your ass is gone. Bottom line. And if you're worried about the weight, that's on you. That's why you don't fight small people, you muppet. Do you understand? It's so weird. I've had a whole bunch of Eubank fangirls telling me, it's not right for Chris Eubank to come down to 156. Yeah, that's why the fight shouldn't be happening, you muppets. But if it is to happen, why would Conor Benn come all the way up to 160? What the fuck? Don't even make sense. Make that make sense. Why would Conor Benn have be stripped of any smidgen of advantage and go up 2 weight divisions? Where's the logic in that? Chris Eubank will have the advantage night and day regardless. 156 is fair game. If you can't make it, fight the world champion in your division calling you out, you muppet. So to be honest, I'm happy either way here. Either Chris Eubank does continue to lose his pen and we don't get the weird circus clown fight between Benn and Eubank, or it does happen and we get to see a massive clown show. But in terms of this whole Jake Paul thing, I mean, I can't lie to you. Would I watch Jake Paul versus Eubank on a week's notice? I would. Is it likely to happen? It's not. Eubank's not a big name in the US. Is he bigger than Hasim Rahman? We don't know. But I'd like to think Showtime would probably want more than a week to promote Jake Paul versus Eubank. Not to mention some commissions can be dodgy, in as much as Eubank won't weigh more than 170. Jake Paul will be 190. Is the commission going to allow a £20 weight difference? I don't know. Do you understand? Either way, Jake Paul don't even know this clown. Jake Paul hasn't even responded to him. He don't even know he exists, so it's no good us even speculating about that. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd watch the fight, but this video isn't really about that. Of course, listen, we'll watch anything. Yeah, we are cuckolded boxing fans. Anything they throw us we'll watch, so it's not a big accolade, is it? Oh, well YB, you'll watch it, yeah. Watch any crap they throw us. You know what I'm saying? Any scraps they throw us, we'll watch. But what is the point is, this guy, Chris Eubank's thirst is unrivaled. I've never seen a dude so thirsty. Do you know what I'm saying? Not once, not twice, 3 times this guy trying to been injecting himself. Oh, Jake Paul's lost an opponent. Let me jump all over it. Super weird. Honestly, super weird. And it's one thing if, let's say, Chris Eubank here was being blackballed. In as much as, let's say he was being, Chris Eubank's the boogeyman and no one wants to fight him. I might say, you know what can you do? You know, he can't get a fight. He's been trying to chase down all the champions. But he's got champions calling him out in his own weight division. And guess what? Mr. On social media 24/7. As you've seen here, this guy Chris Eubank, he finds out about the news quicker than me. He making tweets, he writing full paragraphs, all sorts of madness. So like I said, Mr. Social Media Chris Eubank conveniently hasn't responded to the video the world champion Demetrius Poo Andrade made, calling him out and begging him to fight. Isn't that ironic? Chris Eubank, all in the video, begging YouTuber Jake Paul, 3 weight divisions higher than him, to fight, but his own weight division champion, conveniently, he don't reply to. Clown. True clown. The whole lot of it's a clown show.